Morning, Bearfax community. Welcome back. We have done a lot of stuff with emergency services workers, but people who are in extraordinary situations. Extraordinary can be good and it can be bad. My guest today was in a bad, extraordinary situation, but it actually ties in with a lot of the other stuff we talk about. So it talks about PTSD and then how we get ourselves out of these situations and what we do. So I'm joined by Devin Kennedy from Nova Scotia, who is from a policing family, but his path took a bit of a different turn, not a great turn, but from all things bad, positive things can come. Devin, thanks for joining us this morning or your evening.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Devin, can you just let us know, where are you actually? Where are you from?
So East Coast of Canada. So I'm originally from a small place, small island, Prince Edward Island. Like you had stated, I grew up in a policing family in like the rural shores of PEI. So it was one street. We used to always joke around that, you could go to sleep in the middle of the road at night and you'd never get hit by a car. Like It was pretty nice, and grew up on the beach. Father was a Royal Canadian Man of Police for 32 years. So, but right now we're living in Nova Scotia. So it's a small little area here on the South Shore.
And when did you become a police officer? How many years ago?
So it's been 10 years in September. So I'm just coming up on 10 years. And this was my only post. It's a small municipal department. So yeah, I've been doing it for 10 years now.
What's the nature of your work? Yeah,
so right now I'm on general patrol, so like general duty. So where we're a small department, we have limited kind of specialized units. We have maybe 5 different units we can go to. So I did about 4 years with an organized crime unit. And then after that, I came back on general patrol. And so yeah, and then that's whenever everything went sideways.
So what's the size of Nova Scotia? Are we dealing with more sort of a country town? We're not dealing with large metropolitan.
Yeah, so Nova Scotia is like on the east coast of Canada. So we're further east than like Toronto, Montreal and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're like, the town that I work in is probably, I think they're growing up now. So it's only about 10,000 people, 8,000 people. And Nova Scotia, I'm not even sure what the population is now. But yeah, it's very like where we're at. It's kind of like a very rural, we're kind of in like the main city would be like Halifax. And then we're south of them. So yeah, so it's not a great big community that I police in, probably only about 10,000 people, but we have a lot of industry, like, the tire plant and fishing community. So there is a good bit of industry too.
Is it naive for me to say that you don't have the same crime problems as, say, a major city? Is it a little bit more pleasant as a police officer?
Yeah, I would say it's not like it kind of depends, right? It gets busy in the summer, slow in the winter, but yeah, it's not like that jumping call to call. There is a lot of downtime, but it seems like whenever it happens in waves. And the thing is too, where we're smaller, we don't have as much backup. So you could be working a night shift and with only you and your buddy. And then, so we have anywheres on like a day or night, anywheres from 2 to 5 members working. So, if shit goes sideways and there's only 2 of you kind of gotta, here we go, we're in for the ride, right? So that's the thing with the small town policing.
Do you have gun issues where you guys are?
No, a little bit of overflow here and there, but for the most part, no. It's there's opioids, a lot of opioid issues, and then like the usual kind of party drugs. But not the same stuff as you'd see in some of the bigger centers for sure.
Okay. So that didn't stop what happened to you last year. Can you tell us what happened? What was the actual incident?
Yeah, of course. So it just recently got resolved in the court system here. So basically,